Sophia, I've been hearing this term lately, breadcrumbing, and it sounds so frustrating, you know? Like, what even is it really?
Isabella, it's such a pervasive thing now, especially with online dating and all. So, breadcrumbing at its core, it's a manipulative behavior where someone, gives you just enough attention or affection to keep you kind of hooked, hoping for a relationship, but they have absolutely no genuine intention of committing. It's like they're tossing you these little crumbs, just enough to keep you interested, but never a full meal. It can happen in friendships, even family dynamics sometimes, but it's most common, most prevalent in dating for sure.
Wow. So it's not just a romantic thing, though it sounds like that's where most people experience it. So they're not fully ghosting you, but they're not fully engaging either. Is that it?
Exactly. It's like a limbo state. They keep you on the hook, It's that intermittent reinforcement that really gets people. Like you get a little message, a like on social media, maybe an occasional call, but it's super superficial. It lacks depth. It lacks genuine effort. They might disappear for days, even weeks, and then boom, they resurface, just to make sure you're still there, still waiting.
That makes so much sense, like keeping you in a state of suspended animation. So, what are some of the actual signs, the red flags we should be looking out for if we think we might be getting breadcrumbed?
Oh, there are many. First point, I'd say sporadic and superficial communication. Like I mentioned, you get these little bits of interest, but no real substance. Second, and this is huge, inconsistency between their words and actions. They'll say all the right things. I really like you. We should totally hang out soon. But then they cancel plans. They don't follow through on promises. It's a total mismatch. Third, they absolutely avoid commitment. Vague plans that never materialize. Last-minute cancellations. They just dodge conversations about the future. Or they'll say they're not into labels, even when their actions scream not interested in anything serious with you specifically.
The not into labels line. That's such a classic, isn't it? It just feels so dismissive. So what else? Anything else that's a really clear indicator?
Totally. Another big one, Isabella, is attention only when you pull away or prompt them. You'll notice they rarely initiate contact unless you reach out first. And if they sense you're losing interest, that's when they ramp up the effort, only to go back to their inconsistent behavior once they've got your attention again. And then there's the hot and cold behavior. They come on super strong, seem really interested, and then poof, they're gone or unresponsive. Just as you're about to give up, they re-engage, just a little, giving you that sliver of hope to stay hooked. It's a cruel game, really.
That cycle sounds incredibly draining, Sophia. I mean, just hearing it makes me feel exhausted. What kind of psychological impact does this actually have on someone who's experiencing it? It's profoundly damaging, Isabella. It creates an emotional roller coaster. That inconsistent attention, it just whips you between hope and disappointment, leading to so much confusion, frustration, anxiety, a total emotional instability. And you know what? It's addictive behavior. Seriously. Breadcrumbing operates on intermittent reinforcement, just like gambling. You pull the lever. You don't always win, but those fun, predictable, occasional rewards, the breadcrumbs, they keep you hoping for more. It makes it incredibly hard to break free. It's a cruel hook, that one. An addictive behavior. Wow. I never thought of it that way, but it makes so much sense. So it really messes with your head and your sense of self then? Absolutely. It really erodes your self-esteem and your self-worth. The uncertainty, the mixed signals, they make you question your desirability, your worthiness. You start thinking, am I doing something wrong, or why don't they like me enough? It really diminishes your self-esteem and it fills you with self-doubt over time. People often report loneliness, helplessness, just feeling stuck in a standby state, It's a chronic stressor, and that can lead to increased anxiety and even depressive symptoms. And eventually, it just damages your trust in future relationships. It's a really bad cycle.
That's heavy, Sophia. But if someone is in this situation or has just gotten out of one, what can they do to start healing? Because it sounds like you really need to actively work to recover from this kind of dynamic.
Oh, you absolutely do, Isabella. The first and most crucial step is to acknowledge and label the behavior. You have to recognize what's happening. Understand that this is a manipulative tactic, and their behavior, it's a reflection of them, not your worth. Validate your feelings of hurt and confusion. Don't just brush them aside. Then, you've got to set clear boundaries. Protect your emotional well-being. That might mean limiting contact, refusing to engage with those superficial messages, or, just cutting ties entirely if the pattern persists. Don't settle for minimal gestures when what you truly desire is a genuine connection.
Boundaries are so important, but so hard to set sometimes, especially when you're still hoping. What about confronting the person? Is that ever a good idea?
It can be, but with caution. You might choose to have a direct conversation to clarify their intentions and express how their inconsistency affects you. Their response, it can be a good indicator if there's any potential for a healthy relationship. If they're unwilling to change, if they get defensive, well, that's a clear sign to move on. And please, prioritize self-care and your mental health. Engage in activities that nurture you. Remind yourself of your worth. You deserve a respectful, fulfilling connection, not just crumbs.
So once you've acknowledged it and started setting those boundaries, what's the next big step towards really moving past this and finding something healthier?
Well, if the relationship consistently fails to meet your needs and causes distress, you've got to reevaluate and move on. Don't allow this experience to lead to rumination or self-blame. It's not your fault, And given the addictive nature and potential mental health impacts, seeking professional support from a counselor or therapist can be hugely helpful. They can provide an unbiased perspective, help you understand patterns, and develop strategies for recovery and building much healthier relationships moving forward. Don't shy away from that help.
That's great advice, because sometimes you need an outside perspective to really see things clearly. And understanding why someone does this, is that helpful at all, even if it's not an excuse?
Yes, absolutely. While it's not your responsibility to fix them, understanding their motivations can help you detach emotionally. People might breadcrumb because they seek attention, they fear loneliness, they have low self-esteem, they're afraid of intimacy, or they might even have narcissistic tendencies or insecure attachment styles. Knowing that can make it less personal for you. Ultimately, Isabella, reclaim your integrity. Focus on upholding your own values and standards in relationships. Set intentions not to engage in similar behaviors and to seek out people who demonstrate reliability and genuine commitment. You deserve that full meal, not just crumbs,
If this resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. For daily inspiration, thought nuggets, and community, follow Good Life Guide on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and YouTube. Watch us here on YouTube to sit back and relax, or listen on Spotify and other podcast platforms for convenient on-the-go listening. Find more resources at www.goodlifeguide.org. We genuinely love spreading this awareness and appreciate the community we're building together.